Shalom. This is Azimawath. First and foremost, I want to say Kal Halayim, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Bakiyar, the elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. As always, it's an honor and privilege to continue to do this work. This is breaking news. RT.com says terrified residents flee, shaking buildings as 7.5 magnitude earthquake strikes southern Mexico. So the Most High has his eyes set toward the tribe of Issachar, as we know the Issacharites to be the so-called Mexicans of today, pursuant to the history, the Northern Kingdom coming to the New World or the New Land. It says a magnitude 7.5 earthquake has struck in the Mexican state of Oaxaca, rattling buildings in the country's capital more than 200 kilometers, 124 miles away. The tremor struck on Tuesday morning with Mexico's National Seismological Service rating its strength at 7.1 before upgrading the intensity to 7.5. United States Geological Survey, meanwhile, recorded it as a 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Such a huge quake is classified as major and can cause serious damage. So that was the location, as you see on this little graphic, where this earthquake took place. Right up around the tribe of Zebulon, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and in that region right there, let me see. So going back to what the prophecy says, Lucky, I'm going to start at Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited, O Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake." Yeah, so those are one of the two primary ways in which, because everything is done in order. Even when you write in English, you list certain things in order, chronological order. So he says with thunder. So when you hear the thunderstorms, that's the Most High, man. Especially when it gets really terrifying and horrific, which a lot of people oftentimes get affrighted when thunder happens in a thunderstorm. That's the Most High. It says, and with earthquake. And that's why you see all these earthquakes taking place, man. Especially as time gets closer and closer to the return of the Messiah. Now you got a 7.7 in which the United States Geological Survey stated, which, Mexico rated it as a 7.5, I believe, or 7.1 initially, which is deemed, as it said in the article, a major earthquake, man. It says, in great noise. Yeah, you hear all these videos being put up of noises and great noises all around the world, whether it be in the air or the sea or whatever, man. It says, with storm and tempest, you got typhoons and tsunamis and flash flood storms and everything of that nature going on. It says, in the flame of devouring fire. Yeah. So even though there's going to be a fire already started before the return of the Messiah, the ultimate fire is going to be the chariots with the laser shooting on certain places in the world, predominantly America, and also those thermonuclear missiles being shot on America, which we know as the daughter of Babylon. And all these are going to take place in your lifetime. It's not going to be 30 years from now. It's going to take place in your lifetime. Just like you people didn't think that the whole world will be on lockdown because of a pandemic, which I'm getting a little bit more warmed up to the fact that it could be actual virus, because I know individuals, and not even in my mom's side, and I know friends that have family members that have the COVID-19 and are on respirators and things of that nature. And then you see certain ball players that are allegedly contracting it, so yeah, it has to be real, especially you have certain cities taking certain precautions, and you got governors issuing state uh, pretty much state ordinances of wearing a mask, man. You know, this is Mark chapter 13, verse 7. It says, "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet." Because everybody's all waiting for the end, man. They have the spirit of the Most High being slack in his promise. They have the spirit of not having patience, because what's happening in their eyes is tearing, but it's not tearing. It ain't taking its time. It's taking its perfect time, because the Most High is all about timing, man, you know? And with this particular moment in history, it's going to be when you least expect it. You're going to be like, oh, it's not even going to happen. It's not going to do this, which a lot of people have done. Then boom, all of a sudden, you can't go to work if you're non-essential. You can't take your kids to school. So now you got, if you do have an essential job, you got to scramble and pay for daycare, more so than what you would have done prior to this event happening, so everybody's catching it somehow, you know. And then you got a little tidbit real quick. You got Karen crying about being a racist and losing their job, you know, because they're on the ropes. They're struggling. Shit, so lucky. It says, verse 8, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows." Yeah, so there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. They're not exactly hidden on what Esau deems the ring of fire, man, where you have certain tectonic plates rubbing or submerging against each other. You know, they're happening in locations in the world where it's really not known for seismic activity, you know? And that's Yahweh Shem Yahushua showing his power. There's nothing that's impossible onto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Even the things and the thoughts that we think, oh, it could never happen, or it's just not something that could be done, we're wrong, because we're human. We're in this flesh. We don't know the extent of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's power. We don't even know the scriptures in its full entirety. We prophesy in part and we know in part, you know? So to even imagine and put a cap on Yahweh Shem Yahushua's power is foolishness, man. You know? It says, but take ye heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up, which is going to something else, man. Let's try to stick to the point of this video, you know. Just bring out one more last script. A couple more scriptures. This is 2nd Esdras 8, verse 5. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Yeah, so these are some of the miseries. What if a building wasn't structurally sound and it started to collapse, man, and killed all those so-called Mexicans, man? in southern Mexico? Or what if a tsunami happened and washed up part of the sea coast and killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands, as it does in the Philippines and in that region, the Asian Pacific? You know, Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 3, it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." You know, and why he speak of those things? Because we're in a time of his return. So with that, I hope at least one brother of the elect was edified, and I'm gonna say shalom.